Once upon a time, in the deep blue sea, there lived a young mermaid named Ariel. She was the youngest of the Sea King's daughters, and by far the most curious. Ariel was not like her sisters, who were content living their days under the waves, singing and playing in their beautiful coral gardens. She was fascinated by the world above the ocean, a world of humans. Every chance she got, Ariel would swim to the surface, where she could catch glimpses of ships sailing by. She loved to collect treasures that had sunk to the ocean floor, old coins, broken utensils, and strange objects that she could only guess at. But her greatest wish was to one day visit the human world and experience life on land. What must it be like to walk on legs, to dance, to laugh and live under the sun? But the Sea King, her father, forbade her from ever interacting with humans. He warned her that humans were dangerous and that their world was no place for a mermaid. The surface is not your home, Ariel. You belong here, under the sea, where it's safe. When they reached the safety of the beach, Ariel laid the prince down on the sand, watching over him until morning. As the first rays of sunlight touched the shore, the prince began to stir. Ariel gazed at him longingly, knowing she had to leave before he fully awoke. A group of humans was approaching, and she could not risk being seen. "Goodbye, my prince." She slipped back into the sea just as the prince opened his eyes. He saw only the face of the human girl who had come to his aid and believed she had saved him. From that day on, Ariel's heart was consumed by her love for the prince. She could not forget him and spent her days dreaming of a way to be with him. Her desire to live on land grew stronger than ever. She wanted nothing more than to be human, to walk on the shore and be with the prince she had saved. Unable to bear the longing any longer, Ariel decided to visit the Sea Witch, a powerful and dangerous sorceress who lived in the deepest part of the ocean. The Sea Witch, a creature with a sinister smile and sharp eyes, welcomed Ariel into her dark lair. "I know why you've come, Little Mermaid. You want to be human. You want to be with the prince." Ariel nodded, her heart pounding in her chest. The Sea Witch's smile grew wider as she waved her hands over a bubbling cauldron. "I can grant your wish, but there's a price. I will give you legs, but in return, you must give me your voice." "My voice?" "Your voice is your greatest treasure," the Sea Witch warned. "If you take this potion, you will experience great pain when you walk. And if the prince does not fall in love with you and marry you, you will die and turn into sea foam." Despite the risks, the Little Mermaid was determined. She drank the potion, and in an instant her tail transformed into legs. She felt a sharp pain as she stepped onto the shore for the first time, but her heart was filled with hope. The mermaid struggled to walk, but soon she found herself at the prince's palace. The prince saw her and was struck by her beauty. Although she could not speak, he took her into his home, enchanted by her grace and charm. As the days went by, the mermaid and the prince grew closer. They shared many adventures, but the prince never realized that the mermaid was the one who had saved him. He often spoke of the beautiful girl he had seen on the shore, but the mermaid remained silent, hiding her true identity. One day, the prince announced his engagement to another princess, believing her to be the one who saved him. The mermaid's heart shattered. She had sacrificed everything for this love, only to find herself alone and unacknowledged. As the wedding day approached, the Little Mermaid returned to the Sea Witch for help. The witch offered her a dagger, saying, "If you kill the prince and let his blood drip on your feet, you will return to your mermaid form and be free of your suffering." But the mermaid loved the prince too much to harm him. Instead, she took the dagger and swam to the sea, where she cried and wept for her lost love. In that moment, she was transformed into a spirit of the air. The Sea Witch appeared again and said, "Because you have chosen love over selfishness, you will earn a soul and live for 300 years as a spirit of the air. With every good deed you perform, you will gain a year of life." The Little Mermaid embraced her new purpose, helping those in need. She understood that true love sometimes meant sacrifice, and that her heart would live on in the kindness she shared. And so, the Little Mermaid became a beloved spirit, watching over the world, forever cherished for her bravery and love.